Hey folks, I'd like to speak to you briefly about strategy. I bet that literally everyone who's able to strategizes, whether it's to do with romance, what they're going to wear, how they're going to get their work done, how they're going to parent their children. Now, almost no situation in life will go exactly the way you want it to, and I think there are basically two good responses to this. The first is simply to rededicate yourself to whatever strategy you're using, and the second is to throw out the strategy. And of course, this begs a major question, which is, in any given situation, which do you do, given they're mutually exclusive? Given my experience, I recommend you first try to answer this question with intuition. Literally ask yourself, is this a good strategy? If you immediately think yes, it probably is. Similarly, if you immediately think no, it's not a good strategy, it probably isn't. In that latter case, my suggestion is to then brainstorm new strategies. If you can come up with a better one, do it. If you can't and think your strategy is bad but workable, stick to it. Now, if you think your strategy is genuinely horrendous, you might be better off abandoning that project altogether, if only temporarily, and putting your time and energy into something else. If you have a strong intuitive sense that your strategy is good, or you're unsure, but it's clear that things aren't working, my suggestion is to stick with it, but put more time and energy into it. In other words, test it, just as you would generate a hypothesis and then test it in the context of science. In this case, you're generating a strategy which you then need to test by doing it. As simplistic as this might sound, if things tangibly improve as a result of you putting more time and energy into a strategy, it's a good strategy. Whereas if things stay about the same or get worse, I think it's overwhelmingly likely there's a better approach. I would like to end my discussion of this topic by mentioning two mistakes that I think you should be cognizant of and very much seek to avoid. The first is throwing out a strategy too fast. Just because things don't play out the way you want doesn't mean your strategy is flawed. It could be an issue of execution, or it could be outside your control. The second is clinging to a strategy which doesn't work, and this gets very much into psychology. It's an imperative you be honest with yourself and have the courage to throw out that which doesn't work.